across southwest Florida. It is hot, it is humid, but some of us are being cooled down by showers and storms. And in some cases, especially here in the Cape, I know at my house this morning, those storms fired up right around 10 a.m. Much needed rainfall, especially considering locations to the west of I-75 continue in that moderate to severe drought. Let's take a live look outside right now. It's really quite pretty from downtown Fort Myers. Of course, very clouded up. The clouds, though, definitely helping with the heat factor this evening. But regardless of how you slice it, there on the horizon, you can still see that decaying thunderstorm there, the last of those rain shafts right now. And this is what it looks like on radar. Definitely seeing some big improvements here. This thunderstorm over Cape Coral continuing to dwindle down, no longer seeing as frequent of lightning. But as of right now, the heaviest of the rain over Matlacha as well as Pine Island. Again, this is much needed rain considering this is one of the spots with that moderate drought. I'll show you here momentarily. Gradually, though, it is going to be crossing over Pine Island Sound, heading toward North Captiva Island as well as Captiva. Also, Cayo Costa, you might catch a little bit of wet weather from that. And then the northern side of that shower, not exactly going to make it up toward Punta Gorda or Punta Gorda Isles. You might pick up a little bit of something additional in the rain gauge, but it does look pretty limited at this point. Across DeSoto County, the thunder and lightning aspect of this swath continuing to die down, but still continuing with that moderate rainfall across DeSoto County, especially into and out of Arcadia, so heads up there. As we take a look at the last 12 hours where we saw that wet weather, thankfully it was pretty widespread. Where we see these little pockets of green is where we picked up at least an inch in the rain gauge. And when we look back at our drought conditions, this is why we need that rain, especially to the west of I-75. You can see right here that dark orange from Sarasota County down toward western Charlotte, including the Cape Hayes Peninsula into El Jabin as well as Murdoch. This is where we are in deficit by greater than a foot. And meanwhile, you head toward Punta Gorda. We do have moderate drought conditions for Punta Gorda Airport, where we're down by around 11 inches since January 1st. Fort Myers, we're down by 9 and 35 hundredths in the rain gauge. Meanwhile, Naples, we're in deficit by around 9 inches as well. Farther inland, we could still use that rain. We're down by anywhere from 3 to 5 inches, but it's nowhere as bad as the coastline. So as we look ahead to the rest of this evening, showers and storms will continue to diminish after sunset. Overnight tonight, nice and quiet. Tomorrow morning, lots of sunshine. The first half of the day will be fantastic for any outdoor activity you might have, but just be sure to stay hydrated. Plenty of sunscreen because it's going to be heating up pretty swiftly, especially because those storms won't be firing up until after 2 p.m. So after 2 p.m., that's when those scattered downpours will be affecting us throughout the afternoon into the evening. So heads up there. Same story for your Thursday. We'll start things off nice and quietly. And then the second half of your Thursday, definitely featuring that better opportunity for those widespread showers and storms in the mix. Overnight tonight, we'll drop down to 77 degrees. Thunderstorms early coming to an end for tomorrow. Hot and muggy, then storms developing after 2 p.m. 95 is where we're headed. Factor in that humidity, it's going to be feeling more like 100 to 110 degrees across the board. LaBelle expecting a heat index around 108, and that's one of the spots under that heat advisory once again for tomorrow. Glades, Hendry, as well as Collier counties. The heat, the humidity will continue to be big factors in that 7-day forecast. Looking ahead to the weekend, though, fewer storms expected, especially on Sunday.